Hello guys, I'm back. I kind of organized it a little bit. I had a few changes to some stuff, so I've got to get used to a few different keybinds. I've moved overpower back a little bit, so it's that one. Just a few little tinkerings, so I've got to get used to that before I do any dungeons and stuff, I think. So I was thinking about doing this quest. Where am I? I'm here. What do I have to do? Speak to... Oh, is that telling me to go to Hawker's Alley? Oh, I see. I want to help this guy out first. The beach party. Let's go to that one. But the main objective is complete. I'm a warrior now. That's so cool. I'm happy with that. Carriage driver. The governor sent ya, did he? I was afraid he wasn't going to wait no more. Don't be giving me the sack now. Tain't my fault, I swear. I brought the girls just like I was supposed to, and we got as far as here before they caught up sight of the ocean. And that's the moment they started crying like curls and hopping like spriggans. Soon as I stopped the wagon, they were off and running to the beach. Now I yelled at them ladies to get back to the carriage so we could get where we were supposed to go. But they didn't pay me never mind. You go talk to some sense of them, wouldn't ya? Working stiffs, the both of us. You understand? You help me out. Alright, so where am I going? Find the dancing girls. Map. Oh, they're all over there. Are they partying? What's happening? We'll find out, I'm sure. Alright. Ungainly dancer. What's happening here? What's she doing? Shells are right fancy and pricey back home. Bet you gill to Goobu Poop that I can sell a beauty like this to Master Geguruju. Need to find a way to get it to him though. You go wait while I find me a wagon or some such. Okay, that's one. Hearty dancer. What's she doing? Oh honey, I've never seen anything like this. It's all dunes where I come from, you know. I'm sure Master Geguruju wouldn't mind a bit if we stretched our legs before coming to see him. Alright. Burly dancer. Yeah, she does look strong. I just feel so blessed to be here. This is so beautiful and inspiring, don't you think? I'm feeling so many things. I just need to drink it all in and channel it into my art. That sounds cool to me. Leggy dancer. Excuse me, who are you? Not the boss of me, that's right. This is my first time on the beach, and nobody's going to tell me how long I can and can't have, got it? Alright. So now we go to... Is that, Geguruju? Geguruju? Yes, it is. Overcome by the ocean, are they? Seduced by the sand. With me waiting? Me who paid so dearly to see their unparalleled undulations? Well, how delightful. They are true artists. As beautiful inside as they are out. That's cool. Gridania is green, Uldar is golden, and only Costa del Sol is blue and white. Yes, I should have thought of it earlier, and given them leave to play upon the beach. This is so cool. As happy it is to be a wealthy man, I shall wait because, well, because I can. I am no drudge, quaking at the sound of a master's step, nor am I a knuckle-biter who needs a bottle of brandy wine to keep the tremors at bay. I shall enjoy the anticipation and the fulfillment alike. That is like the best solution ever. He's like a cool dude. What's this other quest he's got? What is it? Lock up your arcanist and hide the heavy equipment. Master is feeling bored. What's he want? Excellent timing. Come. Still such a still wilting day, and I thought a little thought, a violet, not a rose, to cool upon a refreshing breeze. The wind sprites now. You can get a healthy puff or two out of them. It follows that a powerful sprite can set a whole city aflutter. According to my best calculations, or rather my second best calculations, no need to ask how or why, collecting 3 cores from wind sprites should permit you to summon a more powerful specimen. Won't someone, present company definitely included, carry out my genius plan? Will someone deign to collect this handsome reward? Oh my god, I accepted it. I won't do it as a higher priority as the other one, but I'll get to it. He's a cool guy. So we go to Limsa. Bentbranch Meadows. No, wait. I need to go for the Chocobo. Feisty little Chocobo. Yeah, that's the one. Bentbranch Meadows. It's funny, with MMOs, there's like no limit to what you need to do. There's always something else. So does my single target combo have 3 now? Heavy Swing, then Maim, and then this one, Storm's Path. Restores her HP. That's cool. That's so cool. Alright. Who is the person? Lucrelot. What does she got? Wealthy Adventurers? The Lavender Beds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face set in grim determination, as adventurers I want to do, hence my presumption. If so, I've information which might interest you. Rumour has it that plots within the Lavender Beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even be Gridanian. Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their home. Considering how discerning the elementals tend to be about who can and cannot reside within Tweleswood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But if there is a truth to these rumours, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage? Perhaps with a small vegetable garden and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two. You know, you should travel to Mirrorplanks, where the ferry to the Lavender Bends is. Perhaps you'll find a Twin Adder representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such a monumental change in policy. Oh, it's for people with a lot of money, right? Okay. Yes, that's the one. Let's get, let's teach Seokjin how to fight. Here we go. Lucrelot. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo train in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Ooh, very well. To begin, we need a bunch of Gisal greens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. Easy enough. Oh, they're right here. Does the gate open? Yes. How many do I need? Cool. Have you acquired the greens? Yes, I have. Oh, that's what the fat chocobo's eating. Gisal greens. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of Gisal greens. They love the leafy vegetable so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly, and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortemps family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson, of course. It is not enough to merely hear about a practice, one must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of Gisal greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broods that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Gisal greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Oh my gosh. Companions now available. In addition to riding him, you can also summon your chocobo to fight alongside you. To do so, you first require a bunch of Gisal greens. This chocobo favourite can be purchased in stores. To summon your chocobo, simply use the greens. As a rule, chocobos can only fight in the same places in which they can be ridden, so don't expect your faithful steed to follow you into the depths of dungeons like the Tamtara Deepcroft or Copperfield Mines. So let's buy some greens. Where do we buy greens from? So they said close by, right? Do you reckon this person sells it since they're like standing here? Probably some vendor. I'll need to buy a lot. Race Chocobo Breeder. I want to look up who to buy it from. The Merchant and Mender at Bent Branch. Would they be near the crystal? Merchant and Mender. Oh, Merchant and Mender. Cool. I'll write that down. Okay, let's buy tons of greens. Purchase items. Gisal greens. Okay, so how many do I want? Oh, I got tons. How about like 100? Yes, that's not that much money. Surely, I probably won't. 100 is enough, right? I wonder if that's the maximum. I could have held it down. Can you get past 100? I could have gone backwards. Yep. Cool. They have a lot of greens here. What is this? Scarlet earring. Inventory? Move these down here. Oh, RJ. Alright, let's go to the Chocobo fighting place. Map. Okay, let's go. Yeah, turning off that music was a good move for me, I think. For my atmosphere's sake. It was throwing off my atmosphere a lot. I love the music, but I like the atmospheric music too. Hey, it's got a Gasal green right there. How do I get in there? Up, up. That's what the arrow means. It's handy to know, up. Wow, that's cool. I like how they built that. This reminds me of that place where I did the duty. You know the one with the goblins with the bombs? Is this the right place? Aha, this is it. Ready, guys? My Chocobo is gonna fight. No, just click it. Are you serious? Ordering your Chocobo. Oh my gosh. Seokjin. Once summoned in battle, your Chocobo will remain with you for 30 minutes, Earth time, or until he suffers injuries to make him flee. To view your companion orders, use the commands located in the orders. Okay. To order your Chocobo to auto attack, simply select free stance, and you can dismiss your companion at any time by selecting the command withdraw. Use another bunch of Gasal green to summon your steed again. Ah. Okay, so once it goes away, I'll close the map for now. Can we pose for a photo? It's coming to the light. Actions and traits, right? Character? Was it action and traits? Companions, was it? Orders? Ooh. Chocobo Panel. Can I have a Chocobo Panel? Maybe I need a Chocobo hotbar. Which one's 7? Hotbar 6. Being used. 8. Let's go 7 then. Change it to horizontal. And change its size. %. Can I move it? How do I drag it again? Maybe even smaller. Save? Oh, okay. What was hotbar 10 anyway? Okay. Save. What's the actions again? Free stance. Allows your companion to make his own decisions in battle. Free stance. Withdraw. Defender. Healer stance. Can heal itself? Attacker. So there's attacker. Free stance. Withdraw. Maybe defender stance. Follow. I'll see how often I use it to actually bind it, but I don't know if I will be binding it much. I should put the cabbage in here, right? To summon it. Alright. So, let's go free stance. Follow. You're gonna follow me? Seokjin. I love how you can see his name. Where are the things I was fighting? That's free stance? Let's see what he does with the free stance. Commander's companion skills. As your Chocobo rank increases, he will earn SP points. These points can be used to acquire new companion-specific actions and traits. That's cool. Serious. There are 3 different skill trees you can choose. Defender, Attacker, Healer. Oh, a healer? When your Chocobo applies his first skill for any of these trees, he will also learn that tree's stance. Activating your defender stance will turn your Chocobo into a defensive-minded stalwart. The attacker stance will transform you into an offensive force. Finally, the healer stance will have your Chocobo restoring your HP. Oh my god, he can be a healer? How you choose to use your Chocobo skill points is entirely up to you, but remember, once an action or trait has been purchased, that purchase cannot be undone. Think about how you wish to use your Chocobo in battle and choose the path wisely. I wonder if I can respec my... Can I respec my Chocobo? Oh, it's expensive. 48,000 company seals to respec. Whoa, who's fighting me? Alright. DPS classes will benefit from a healer Chocobo. The new healer classes will benefit from a DPS Chocobo, if that makes sense. And the tank spec is pretty lackluster in general, though it's not totally useless. So healer then. I agree, because so first cap healer, then set food to mimic gourd. You can do the favorite food in hand. Heal and some DPS. Healer is the best. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Chocobo. Healing. Chocobo. The best. Wow, serious. Chocobo can heal me? Let's see. Heal states. Who wants to fight me? Okay. Okay, cool. We have to kill these guys, right? Okay, let's fight it. Are you gonna help me? Cool. Seokjin fights with me now. That's really cool. Let's see. I think we gotta kill one more. Getting a good photo. Uh-oh. He petrifies us. Awesome, thank you. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm posting it on Instagram as always. I really like the fact that I've got a fighting Chocobo now. Ooh, someone's fighting us? No, that's good. That's good, that's good. So back to this. Whoa! I just like the fact that... I like that Seokjin is out as well, so we can take a photo together. Wait, I can take off the UI? Scroll lock. Dingo's in the background. Oh my gosh, why do you want to fight us so bad? Yeah, I'm gonna make Seokjin a healer. Whoa, is that gonna be alright? Oh my gosh. All my health is okay? Whoa, that's pretty bad. Seokjin came as well. I love you. It's so funny, he came with me. My buddies. Alright, Nano's on my shoulder. Wait. What pose can I do? Pose? Photo? I want to see that again. Oh, I need my UI. Wait. Pose? Oh, I need the UI. It's tricky to get a photo, isn't it? I want his name there. Oh, that's the best one. That's the best one. Oh my gosh, that's the best one. Oh, sorry. Hopefully, if you're watching, I'm just making an Instagram post. Sorry. It'll be another 5 minutes. I like this story. That's funny. I really like it. I like it a lot. See, but I can't save it with sound. Alright, I think we go back to Luculot. How do I get on him again? How do I write him? Dismiss? Can I dismiss? Alright, let's write map. It's right there. It's so cool. And all the levels that I did with my Marauder was counted as well. So I was like kind of worried that I was like getting all this XP and not being used. But no. This game's awesome. It's so good. And now I've got a healer to come along with me. If only he could res. That would be awesome. And I wouldn't even need to be a conjurer. Alright, here's Luculot. So you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo? Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your Chocobo. Carrying Gishal greens about can be quite cumbersome, after all, and there should be sufficient room in your personal belongings should the needs arise. I praise it serves you well on your travels. You can now access your Chocobo's saddlebag. This supplementary storage unit can be accessed by selecting Chocobo Saddlebag, located under character in the main menu. Oh, cool, awesome. Chocobo Saddlebag. A saddlebag for your Chocobo is available. This spacious sack can be used as a supplement to your normal storage, which features allow for simple transfer of item between your saddlebag and your personal retainer inventories. Your Chocobo companion does not need to be summoned to access the saddlebag, however it cannot be opened while in an instance dungeon, so be sure to move items required on raids to your normal inventory. Whoa, so my Chocobo can carry stuff for me? That's cool. Character? Control-Shift-I. I should put the greens in there, right? Don't you think? The greens go in there. Chocobo Saddlebag. That's for you. Wow, this is cool. Alright, now what else we got? The Chocobo Keep Luculot may be far from home, but has some matters close to his heart that he would discuss with you. What do you need? Greetings, sir. Tell me how goes the training for your avian mount. I could not help but notice that there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battle and no bonding makes for a less noble bird, really. Okay. I see that you already have a fine residence of your own. Why not build a stable for your Chocobo? Do I have a residence? Closeness leads to fondness, and there are other perks. Indeed, I could tell you of those and more. If you wish, we of Ishgard have a knack for Chocobo husbandry. We have forgotten more than Gridania will ever know, I fear. One Ishgardian knack is to stable Chocobo at one residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. The second knack is to keep the stable meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distressed by sudden, slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable, if you please. Okay. What's this? Map? Oh, right here. Should be Seokjin, where are you going? One more. Have you collected all the vegetable scraps? Very good, I will take those. Simple enough. The place is as fresh as cream. How well the chocobo look fluffing their feathers in contentment. You would do well to lay in a magic broom. You shall need to use those for proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There is more to stable care than simple cleaning. And that brings us to the third Ishgardian knack. Fresh feed. I am not the aptest tutor for this craft, however. There is one that has the knack right here in Bent Branch. That would be Mistress Margold, the resident botanist. She is in charge of all cultivars maintaining here for the chocobos. Go to her and beg a few greens and information from her. She will not stint you on either. Okay, so do I have to use my chocobo to level up? How do I want to know how to level up my chocobo. Is it through fighting? How to level up Chocobo? Do I have to always pull him out? How to get my Chocobo to level 20? Oh, the companion becomes really strong even at level 10. Just have it out all the time while doing the main story quests. So first I gotta get it to level 10. What is... Oh, you just have to feed it. Oh, stable feeding. Oh. I don't know what's going on, but so I just should have him out and just he levels when he wants to, because I don't really care. Like, I think he'll be fine. Like, I'm not really fussed. So should I reckon 100 greens should be enough, right? Don't you think? How many greens do you reckon I should buy? Well, I have storage for it now, so I could buy more. Where's that person that was selling the stuff? The merchant? A mender? I've got a party now, there's 3 of us now. I'm lost. I know that the mender is not here. But where are they? I definitely bought some greens before. This is Bent Branch Meadows, right? Repairs? Opens repairs? Must be the mender. Ah, there it is. I'll buy, I reckon, 5 stacks of it. Purchase items. Casal greens. I know a quick way to do it now. Haha. Okay. And it's gonna go into your bag, Chocobo. I mean, Seokjin. Inventory. Oh, it all stacks. What the heck? Easy. Alright. Cool. Alright, now, what am I gonna do now? There's the main story quest to do, but it's like midnight now, so I actually wanted to stop and just do a couple, what do you call it, of those leave quests and stuff to get XP. I think that's what I'll do. Where is this map? Oh, is this how to feed the bird? Ah. Where is it? Bird in hand. There it is. Okay. Where's Seokjin? Where'd you go, Seokjin? How come I can't? Wait. Why is that not lit? Is that only accessible while the Chocobo is available? I'm really confused. Inventory? So the Chocobo can't carry its own stuff. Alright. Some feed for your Chocobo, eh? You've come to the right place for it. It has been a warm spring. Try the cracker root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feed cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill. Master Lookalot likes to call that a knack. I have no quarrel with it. 'Tis a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or the skill in one's hands. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You say you have a house? House must have a field. Food grown with your love and care. How could your bird not thrive, eating feed such as that? When did I get a house? Mayhap we are not what we eat. Elsewise my father would be a codfish, a swim in butter. But the feed certainly makes chocobos, aye. So sensitive is their nature that you could see the effect of a particular feed as clear as day. But I have yet to tell you about the main feeds. You are sure to be fascinated. Shall we ever tire of speaking of the Gisal greens? Precious, luscious plants. You can summon and train your birds with these greens. But as wonderful as Gisal greens are, they are hardly unique in being attuned to specific areas of a chocobo's abilities. The art of raising a chocobo involves choosing a balance of these vegetables to feed your bird, thus creating a chocobo that is, well, just so. The best laid plans of wranglers and often frustrated by a picky eater though, do make sure you come to know each bird's likes and dislikes. There are no pieces of Magitech pieces to bend to your will, but when bird and man grow together, why, you might discover something very special indeed. Aye, and you would do well to grow your own feed. may as well fight with a pine sword. To raise a chocobo without a vegetable field of your own. Visit a store to buy the seeds, and remember love and skill. There's a knack. I do go on, don't I? You came for a handful of feed and got an earful, but that's the way of it with us botanists. Take the fine specimen of cracker root to your sweet chocobo, and I wish you both the joy of it. Okay. Inventory? What? Where is it? What did I receive from her? Cracker root. Where's the root? Cracker root. Here we go. Use. Invalid target. Why is that an invalid target? Why does that invalid target? Oh, to look a lot. Oh my god. Look a lot. No. Alright, let's go to look a lot. I just thought of something. When I ride, does that mean Seokjin vanishes? Hand over. As fine as cracker root as I've ever seen. A magnificent specimen. This will make the training all the more effective, I believe. We come to the fourth knack of chocobo husbandry, training. I hear head wrangler Keitha about her work. There's a thought, go and speak with her, and she will tell you much and more of training chocobo. That interests me. I want to make Seokjin a healer then. Keitha. Nice to see you, Venturer. Have you here to learn about training your bird, you say? Stable your chocobo and you'll be able to train the sweetheart, but you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is go pick up a choice bit of feed before I get the bird into training. The results vary, as that slick ruffian at the ebony stalls used to say. Around here, results depend on how you clean the stables are, what treat you give, but as long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. Well now, got a fine root, a cracker root? On you already, that'll work a treat. No pun intended. Go on, start training little Leah there. What am I doing? Whoa. You feed Leah the gigantic cracker root after her training. Did that work? Cool. Alright. What? That was sweetly done, Venturer. You've some skill at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Cool. Some venturers share a stable, you know. Might you could care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you'll help and raise the other venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking out really, those birds are being cared for, you see. That ought to hold you for a while, eh? No use pouring too much wine into a cup. You best return to Lookalot before his Ishgardian brain case starts imagining the worst. I'm curious about where my stable is, like where do I put this chocobo? I'm curious. Alright, here we go. Sweetly done. High praise indeed from Keitha. Excellent. I have now taught you all the knack you must needs to know at this time, I believe. It is my hope that you will add a stable to your residence, and there raise a chocobo to serve as your brave mount and trusted companion. How I long to meet that bird someday. I trust you will not disappoint me. Complete. Oh, we got some cracker root. Cool. Chocobo Racing is now available. Oh my god, I can do the Chocobo Racing? To begin racing your trusty companion, you must find a stable him. Chocobo stables can be purchased and placed outside free company or private estates. Ah, free company. One Chocobo stable can house a whole company's mounts. Yay. Ah. Ah. Train to choose XP. I see. Oh, different colors? Serious? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Where is my... How to find where my free company house is? Social free company? Where do I find that out? Things to learn. What's this? What is this? Tending plants? Teleporting to your FC house. Where is the house? I have no idea. That's for another day. Anyway, I think I will stop now and maybe just do a few guild tests and stuff. Now that I'm a warrior, yay, that's so cool. I also, what's my goal now? I kind of want to level up a conjurer so I could res people if I needed to. That's kind of something I wanted to do. Got my Chocobo to fight. There isn't anything else I really need to do except just level up, I guess. Cool. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Seokjin and I will see you later, and Nanamo will see you guys later. Bye.